Hi, welcome to Fuzzy Dragons. My name is Jen, and I am going to try, cross my fingers, to do Year of the Horse. Now, I grew up drawing horses, so I will put one around somewhere, and you can laugh at my old horses that look like horses, but are very odd looking. I think I have copies of them somewhere. So this sketchbook, oddly enough, is from Temu. I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, I have to have it. And so, like, the edges are all this, like, and it's really nice. And surprisingly, the paper in here is really fucking good. Since I'm drawing a horse, we'll do that. And I'm going to use some of these pens, which I got off at AliExpress. So I'm all over the place with, like, buying stuff. These are really cool, too. They're made for kids, but so a little chunky, but they work. And sorry about my hands, they're all fucked up because I've been trying to take the supports off of this frickin' bad boy. I don't know if you can see him. It's for a headphone stand. If I had my headphones, I'd show you. So it's taking a while, and then I'm gonna prime them and paint them and make them all pretty and stuff like that. Well, that'll be a video too in the future, so look forward to that. So, I'm gonna move this into the way, and maybe I'll get that, where's that frickin', yeah, barrette. So, we'll put this here. There we go. That works better. So, what color am I gonna do? Well, the horse is kind of gray, so we'll move this so it's in focus. Actually, it's not in focus, so let's move it. No, maybe, could be, very well could be. And I'm putting the camera here because I'm right-handed. Even though I can draw with my left, it's better with my right. So move this way. Yeah, that's better. So then I'm just drawing a horse head today because honestly, I don't feel like drawing the whole thing. But some of these will probably be shorts actually because some of them will be long forms. Like I do plan on using some new colored pencils to get like the Derwent Lightfast ones to draw like a bigger horse. I'm not sure exactly what. I've got to go through all the reference photos that I have because I have a lot. And so anyway, back to the horse. So I'm drawing Vicky's horse. This is a base shape. You probably won't be able to see that at the moment, but I will go over and make it darker in a second. So when you're using pens, start out light because then you're not erasing stuff. But because these are, you can just actually do it with normal ballpoint pens or really like that. You can build up the darkness and stuff when you get to a certain point. You can do, like I said, with normal ballpoint pens and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll darken this maybe if I have to. But no, my nemesis is horse ears. Either they're too fucking big, or they're too small, so then they don't fit on the paper, or you've got like a mule, you've got like horse that's like a horse that's got mule ears, or you have a pony that's got horse ears, or vice versa. And it's kind of like, I've been drawing horses for a long time, and it's always been a bloody problem. I do not know why. And I'm drawing, okay, so this is the withers, and then the back. This one has got a bit of a sloped back, but that's okay. You know, you can design saddles to kind of help with that, you know. That's why you get saddles specially fitted on some horses. You could, you know, if you've got a really odd looking horse. And if it's too much this way back, you really shouldn't be riding the damn thing because you might hurt it. And you don't want that. There's actually 2 horses in the field on the way to Forfar. And the one is a bay, and I know they ride him occasionally. Like they do like basic dressage and basic jumping. Not tall jumps, just like small jumps. And then he's got a friend. It's a gray, but he's older. You can tell he's older. Don't know how old he is. And, because I never stopped to talk to them, because they're never out. The horses are out, but not the people that own the horses. Except when they're jumping. And I don't want to bug somebody especially when we're going to Forfar anyway. There's no point. But, these ears might be the right size. Yahoo! Maybe. So then you go in your ear. This is a reference photo that I got off of Art Station, which I got a lot of my reference photos from there, which is very handy. You can get some on Gumroad too, you know, which is good. So yeah, basic horse shape. So, and what's my phone going off? So, I can't put that on mute. So if it goes off, it's going to go off. Because I got a new phone because I broke the old one. I didn't break it on purpose. It's just got old and it just wasn't working right. So, we got basic horse shape. So, because these are pens, you just, I don't know if you can see that. Go like that, click that, and then you can pick different color. And I will go with a darker gray, if it'll work. It worked. So, and then you just go over a little bit more about the horse. So, like I said, I'm going to be trying to do, will I succeed? Probably not. But hey, I'm gonna freaking try. Because like I said, I've drawn horses my whole life. And in Disney characters, that's pretty much what I drew. Disney characters and a lot of Lion King, because I saw that I don't know how many freaking times in theater. It's kind of like he's got a really loose lip here. Now, horses that tend to have loose lips, they're either kind of relaxed or they're, you know, just kind of hanging out. Now, I've ridden horses. I've ridden, like, quarter horses and just, you know, ponies and stuff like that. Well, not ponies, but, like, bigger horses and stuff like that. But I'm not, like, an expert. I'm really not an expert. But I was learning, and then I moved away, you know. But, so, I mean, I can ride a horse. It's English here, which I never really rode. It was always Western that I rode, because, like, it was in Alberta. So, and then the other ones were, like, trail ponies and stuff like that people had. You know how you can go to places and there's actually a place around here that will let you do that too. Like, you can take lessons and stuff. They got some really nice horses. They've got a bunch of fjords, FJORDS, that are really cool. And they also have a lot of bigger, like, draft cross horses, it looks like, which makes sense, because if you got adults, you need a bigger, thicker horses just for the weight and stuff. I think it's, what, 20% of, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but a lot of the quarter horses I rode were freaking thick fuckers. There's my phone again. I just put it on mute, but I really can't be bothered. See, kind of looks like a horse. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know. Except, this small camera, I don't know if it's ever in focus or not. Like, there's a screen, but it's still kind of, like, difficult to see. So, there's a bit more, you know, shading. So, we're gonna add some shading. So, you can do this, like I said, you can do this with ballpoint pen. It doesn't, you just gotta mesh the pressure. And people are scared to draw in pen. And honestly, it is very helpful because it makes you more aware of what lines you're drawing, to tell you the truth. And, so you have to be, not that you have to be more precise, but that's not the whole thing with drawing in pen. You can be as precise as you want when you're drawing and creating something. You know, you can do any kind of style you freaking want it to be. It doesn't have to be like, I'm gonna have to mute that. But let's leave it on and be like, ding. No, I'm not swearing. It's honestly, you know, it's doing that. But like I said, but back to the drawing thing, like Lion King and stuff. Like, a lot of kids do. They draw, and then I had, like, I'm self-taught. I mean, I did have maybe 2 oil painting lessons, and then I got yelled at by my tutor. He was one of my friends at the time, and I really wish I still had the palette knife set because it was huge and had all the palette knives in it. But he yelled at me, and I understand now why, because I used cadmium red, or however the fuck you say it, and I used my hands to use paint. Didn't have any gloves on, so now I understand why he yelled at me, because it's toxic as fuck. But you know, at the time I was like 12, so I was like, "What the fuck are you yelling at me for?" I don't want to ever talk to you again. Which I'm one of those people. You piss me off or whatever. If you get my nerves, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. Well, I will talk to you if I have to, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm not gonna. If I don't have to, I will not talk to you. I'm really not. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. And I'm rambling as usual, which this kind of looks like a cartoony horse, but I'm okay with that because I was practicing anyway. But practicing, I was studying, you know. Oh yeah, but I mean. Well, that's sorry, just popped into my head, because the National Gallery down in London has this exhibit on right now that I would kill to go see. It's Stubbs, the horse painter. I would kill to go see that. Like, I've seen the art fair, like by, oh god, I can't remember her name, but her animals are gorgeous, but the horse fair is a big, huge freaking painting. I've seen a copy of it at, in an art gallery, in, like, an actual legitimate copy of it in, art gallery in, New York, I think it was. I can't remember. No, it's not New York. I think New York has got the real one. But I can't remember where it was. But to see that, and even that copy was about half the size. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's my freaking private painting. Plus, there's one in the Scottish National Gallery. It was painted by. Oh God, he's one of my favorite artists, and I can't think of the name. I'll put the picture some here where what the painting is and the name and stuff like that. Because my brain is kind of all over the place today. Because I've been moving stuff and. Like art supply stuff, and I need to actually do an inventory because I've got so much. I need to figure out what I've all got, and this one's got a mane that looks like it's been roached and that's growing back. You roach a mane, you take all the hair out pretty much. You're like plucking like eyebrows and stuff. It does. I think it does grow back, you know. But this one is got like this, yeah, because it's growing back. So, but you can. I mean, it depends on the style. I mean, different horses have different styles. Like Fjord, you cut them a certain way, and they have really nice black and white, not white, black and like palomino type color. You get gray like grayish fjords too, but that's actually pretty good. It's okay. It's just a sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. Let's pick a different pen. Let's go. What are we going to make him? We will make him blue. Yeah, I'll make him blue. No, I don't know. Let's make him. I don't know. Go with the brighter color maybe. Let's make him. Yeah, we'll go with blue. No, because I'm trying to shade him. Too many colors. We'll go with this greenish kind of color. Sure, that works for this. What color is? Yeah, that works. Give him a bit of color, you know. But it I actually do like these pens. I mean, it took me a while to get used to them because they're like obviously made for kids because they're so thick. But they actually really like, you know, they work really well actually. So you can shade them. Let's see if I can actually find. Yeah, see, you can use them to shade stuff and stuff like that, so, which is really handy. This paper, I've rather tried other sketchbooks, and it's just, after a while, it's just eats through the paper, but this, it takes anything I give it. Like watercolor, it's like, it said mixed media, but I wasn't believing because it's Temu, right? But it works great. I was like, holy crap. If I had, I mean, it wasn't, I think it was like 18 quid, but it's so bloody thick. I can't remember what the pages it is, but I wanted to get another one, but, and they still have them. But at the same time, I'm like, do I really even use sketchbooks? I have lots of sketchbooks. But I got this one because I was like, oh, it's pretty, and, you know, that's all I wasn't actually, like I said, I was just like, oh, it's so pretty, and I have to have it. And, yeah, I don't know. But it was like, this is really nice. And I'm glad I bought it, because it works really well. So, yeah. So, back to that nose is really too big. So, we go like this, I need to fix that, and go like that. That's still too big, but hey, we'll go with it, because I'm not changing it at the moment, because this is supposed to be a sketch. And that's what I do. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, like some of these will be digital shorts and stuff like that, just because it's easier to draw shorts, like quick sketches digitally, Clip Studio or whatever the hell I'm using at the moment, at the time and place. But so he's kind of comical, but that's okay. You know, I think it's because he's kind of smiling, so, and I'm okay with that. It looks kind of cute, you know. And so yeah, this is the plan. What is it, 365 days? I'm not sure how long New Year is. I cannot remember. I'm a monkey, by the way, which kind of makes sense when you look it up. But I can't remember what John is. I don't even know it, but considering that we're actually, it says we're compatible, I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's, you know, it's whatever you believe in and stuff, and I think we're compatible. You know, we have a lot in common, so. But at the same time, we have interests. Like he'll talk about, like when I'm rambling about art, he'll listen and stuff like that. He's more into tools and motorcycles, and I listen. I have learned quite a bit actually. But it's like, you know, what certain things are and how to do certain things that, or if I needed to, you know, or you know, like I knew how to like change a car, like a tire or something like that. But that's not a car, a motorcycle. That's like, oh, I could do it on a motorcycle now too because he showed me. But not now because I'm messed up. The MS would stop me from doing it. But so just call the AA or whatever coverage we have at the time, you know. That works. But, so yeah, that's the plan. Try to do 365. Will I succeed? Who knows, because I've tried before, and I just messed up. But, like I said, horses, dragons, my thing. Horses, maybe a little bit more. And they won't all be realistic, but, you know, and of course you'll have to listen to me rambling, which is, you know, hey, either you like it or you don't. But that's me. I ramble a lot. So, this is the first horse. It is just a simple cartoony horse. And then we'll go from there. Some of them might look better, some of them might look simpler. I might draw some cartoon horses. That's an idea, actually. Draw some cartoon horses. Like, yeah, I'll do that too. But yeah, just to make up so I can do 365 days, because after a while, it probably would get monotonous. So that's the plan. It won't all be in this book. Most of them will. But, and then if I get, like, obviously if I have color pencil, that'll be different. So, but yeah, and we'll use these pens most of the time? Quite possibly, because there's so many bloody colors to choose from. But I've got a whole set that I can find out that I think. I had to get 3 more because I didn't have a set. They came out with 3 new ones, like this one. And I think the one I just dropped on the floor, and this one. Which one did I drop on the floor? No, that's a blue. One of these. I can't remember which. But yeah, so now I've got the whole set is a moment. They're not wholly expensive. Depends. But anyway, so I'll be back tomorrow with day 2. This is day 1. No, yeah, this is day 1, and then day 2. And I need a drink because I've been talking so freaking much. 7-Up. They don't sponsor me, and I don't want sponsor. Well, I don't need a sponsor because sponsors would be great. But at the same time,